We're in. All right, you can pull that mic back so you can lean back. You don't have to fucking.
Okay, well, I'm making a point here.
It moves.
I set up another fucking thing about this shit.
I know. We got right into it. All right, guys, welcome back.
I mean, yeah.
Welcome to the Ready, Set, Blow podcast, episode 353.
Wow.
Rate, review, subscribe. Thanks to all the new listeners. We're on YouTube now. Please go click subscribe to that, even if you don't watch on YouTube.
Yeah.
I spent this year investing time on it. I used to just fucking.
Your hair looks great too.
Well, I got a haircut recently.
It looks nice.
I'm bald and gray, but that's all right.
What do you expect?
No, I'm keeping most of my hair, I think.
I know, that's the worst thing. I'm
40, so most of it's on there now. I made it to the important part, right? Like, I feel like if you're in your 50s and you lose your hair, who gives a fuck?
Well, it's more expected. Like, you just got to get to 50, and then everything's allowed.
Yeah.
Decay it's just a non thing. Like, oh, he's 50. Fingers fall off then.
Fingers fall off? Jesus Christ. Am I diabetic now?
That'd be feet.
Why is not cooperating with me right now? I don't know why I'm looking at myself so much. I think it's because
I was
in a rush. What's going on, brother? It's been a while. See, I love having the podcast for this very reason. I get to just fucking, hey, come on. Well, yeah, it's like I haven't seen someone in a while. If we make plans, it's like, oh, I'll meet you at the chimney sweep, and that could always fall through on any given night, right? Like, oh, I'm too tired, or I got a spot.
You're at a bar,
or
there's not so much chatting you can do. This is an actual conversation.
But in the middle of the day, and you put it on like we got a 1 o'clock appointment at the studio. People show up.
Well, because I know you're paying for it.
That's why you feel guilty?
No, I want to be here, but that's the reason why it locks most people in. It's like they know, like, if I schedule this, I'm putting money on my time, so I'm expecting you to be professional.
Exactly.
So
what's new with you, brother? What's going on, man?
Just traveling.
Where you been lately?
A lot of boats.
Boats, huh? How was the cruise ship scene?
Fun.
Yeah.
The only difference is it's on a boat because it's the same pieces of shit that come out to.
But don't you have to work clean on those fucking boats?
Oh, you do 2 clean shows. I do 5 30-minute sets.
That's all they need is 30 minutes out of you, huh?
But no, you do 5 different 30 minutes.
Wait, five? You have 5 different 30-minute sets? Holy shit, dude. That's a lot. You got a ton of time.
Yeah, I've been doing this like 15, 16 years.
Holy shit.
Forever.
And you have like 5 in a row? You can't duplicate the sets?
Like
the early and late show will be the same people, and they expect another new half hour out of you?
Sometimes, like when I first got hired on, I did 3 and then 1 clean. I repeated the clean. But over the course of the year, I was able to I focused just writing on a half hour of clean stuff that, works. And that second 30 is probably 20 with a little bit of what are you guys up to?
Yeah. Well, I'm also going to say, like, I would imagine if you have 5 different 30-minute sets and you've been drinking on this boat, jokes get repeated because you just forget.
Yeah. Well, they don't let you drink as much. So I'm pretty much a teetotaler on the boat.
Really? I know the rules are you can't bang anybody but the staff because I know that's like a hard, like they will throw you off the boat next morning.
Yeah. The 2 biggest things that get you kicked off quick are banging the staff and then also gambling.
Wait, as a comedian, you can't gamble on your own time?
No, because I'm still an employee.
No shit.
I'm more mad they won't let me in the arcade. Like, I would rather go play video games.
It's not gambling in the arcade.
No, just for some, because we have everything's done on cards, and I have an employee card, basically.
Yeah.
So an employee card won't work in the arcade. I'd have to go through some, like, special pain in the ass, get another card.
That's so Bush League. I mean, shouldn't you write this in your contract that you're allowed to, like, drink and get, like, why wouldn't they want you to get, wouldn't they want their money back?
True. But then they don't want to,
they don't want a comedian
walking on stage going, I blew all my money. It's better that way. It's better for me that way.
Okay.
I don't spend any money.
So what kind of trouble can you get into on the boat?
I don't know, drowning. I mean, that's still, there's a specter of that when you get off, but I just enjoy it. I mean, you can drink when you get off the boat.
How long are the engagements on a boat?
Like how long am I on there for?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, as little as 3 days.
Okay.
Because they do you basically, they call them back to fronts now, or front to backs, where you join the cruise.
That sounds sexual.
It does. Or wiping.
Wiping, yeah.
But you join the cruise, let's say mid-cruise, on an 8-day cruise. You join the second half.
Okay.
You're on for 4 days, maybe 4 days. That's including your porting home day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you spilled some water. Silly. But no.
I get it.
Yeah, so you do your 5 shows like 2 or 3 days sometimes. You'll do 1, 2, and 2. I've done 1, 0, and 3.
Do you go to a lot of the same places too? Like, is it just all out of Florida? You're just doing a loop down the cruise?
No. I mean, it's out of. I'm going to be going to Alaska. I'm going to Europe, and then I've been to every Caribbean island though so far. I've been to every.
And what does it pay like twice what a normal fucking weekend in a club would be? Are they that?
I would say, because like I said, you do the back to front thing. So let's say you're on for 5 or 6 days, you do 10 shows, and yeah, the money's comparable like what a funny bone would pay a non-draw.
Okay.
So, and the number of audiences, I mean, I'm doing shows for 250 people, and then sometimes we do them in the theater. There's 400, 500.
Nice.
And by the end of I'm seeing social media bump because like they see you over and over again. They see you on the boats here. I'm passing out like koozies for my podcast or what do you call them? Coasters.
Merch.
Yeah, basically you don't sell anything, so I'm just like giving it away. And it's like, if 3,000 people, if I can make 1,000 out of 3,000 people become fans, that'll correlate back on land.
For sure.
Because they're going to go, oh, we saw this guy on a cruise. I've had people come out to regular club shows that saw me on a cruise.
Nice.
You know? And it's just the same people.
Do they, now, like, are each of these cruises, like, different themed? Because I know, like, the cruise I did with Jeff, it was very old. I mean, the people were, you know, and he hasn't done a ton of cruise ships. And he, I think he did a couple this year, but I haven't done any with him since before the pandemic. But, like, and like I said, just old audiences. Or do you, like, mix it up?
Well, it depends. Like, if you do a 14-day cruise, like let's say you're on a part of a contract that's on a 14-day cruise, it's in February. It's gonna be old people because normal people can't. But I do this a lot of times. I'm doing a booze cruise.
I was gonna say, like, do they have like singles cruises you do and shit like that?
Well, it's only singles cruise. It's just a 3-day out of Long Beach. They're going to Ensenada, Catalina Island. That's not.
Yeah, it's not really.
That's not a fun cruise. That's not. I'm sorry.
You can get there in 45 minutes if you want.
Legally, it's a cruise because you're going to Ensenada, which there's a Walmart.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said,
and the beach.
It takes about an hour to drive there from Long Beach. But instead, you get on a boat
like
for
I've done
$2,000.
Yeah, man, it's great though because I get to get off and I've swum with stingrays. Like I spent a lot of my career, you know, and I still work inside the United States, obviously. So it's like, would you rather go to the Bahamas or Tulsa?
Yeah, no shit, dude.
You know,
no disrespect to Tulsa, but
I'm not disrespecting any city in the United States. I've just been doing.
I am. Fuck you, Panama City. No, I don't know why I picked that one.
I'm from Florida, man. What the hell? Panhandle. I was born in Tallahassee. Panama didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. See, Italians are crazy.
Yeah.
Put your gun down, all of them. Put your shoe gun down.
Shoe gun? Like Dick Tracy over here? Fucking...
No, you just have a 38 under your plantar fasciitis. Under your plantar, just in case you got stomped down. I'm just making shit up. But no, dude, they're a lot of fun. I just enjoy it because, like, I spent so much, like I said, my career traveling the United States. I did international for me was Canada twice a year. And they were in great Canadian cities, you know. And I was poor growing up, so the first time I went on a cruise to work, it was the first.
I mean, it was a treat, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, with inflation and everything, like just to feed yourself for 4 days on the road.
Well, that's a big saving because I like you're not paying for the transportation because they get you there and back, and all your fucking meals and room account for. Yeah, so you're like, so there's no free time. Like it's not like when Jeff and I are in fucking. You know, wherever we're in New Jersey or Bridgeport, Connecticut, or
$20 for breakfast, $20 for lunch, $20 for dinner. Plus drinks.
Yeah. I mean, at least
money.
Drinks. Forget about it. I mean,
if you're not counting drinks, you just
I lose money on the drinks. In fact, I think I make more money drinking at the club than I do for the sets they pay me for.
Seriously, dude, it's funny. People get drink packages,
and that's to say that they're not. I mean, look, feature pay is not great and hasn't gone up in 20 fucking years.
No,
but that does speak more to how much I drink.
Well, you'd say as long as you're getting it for a discount at the club, though, because like if you have to pay what the club charges, that's.
Oh yeah, I think it's so bush league when a club. I mean, look, I get it. Like
inflation's caught up with comedy clubs, though.
Yeah.
You notice that like you're paying the same at a bar that you would at a comedy club. Yes. It's like, no, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And I do think look, I'm no club owner, but I think it's bush league if you're not comping the food. Like I've been to clubs where like you got to pay for your food. I'm like. Wait a minute, man.
How much waste do you have in a day? You can't.
There's a $9 burger that costs you probably 40 cents.
Yeah, no,
give me the burger. I'm asking for chicken wings. I'm not.
It's ridiculous.
Not ordering the filet mignon.
Like ever in the conversation, it's because what happens is, and it's sad because they know they're leveraging someone's dreams. He'll say yes to nothing.
Oh yeah, you'll take. I mean, and then to do a weekend,
1,000 of those builds an industry standard.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, like to do a weekend at Hyenas or Helium. Like, yeah, I'll take whatever shit money you give me.
I'll sleep in my car.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll do it for $40.
Yeah.
I'll cook. I'll work in the back.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll suck your dick. I mean, it's just that's what it is. I mean, they're this desperation of the artist, and they just take full advantage of it. I mean, yeah, it's.
I forget which.
That's a bitch for another day.
I know. I forget which club it was, and I don't blame them, but. It was, I think it might have been somewhere in Florida, and we had, 100 friends in town or whatever, people that we knew. And after like the Thursday night, they came into the green room on Friday, like, hey guys, we're gonna put you on like a $500 a show limit on the amount of drinks you guys can get. We were drinking. We apparently like the previous night we had done like the fucking $980 bar. Yeah, they ate it.
But I mean, okay, so it's still 800.
No, but that's their retail price.
Yeah. So what? 4 bottles?
Yeah,
38.50.
Maybe 2 bottles of Jameson and a dozen beers.
You made profit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, shut up. I drew 15,000 worth of ticket sales of FB&B to this club. Shut your mouth. Respect me. God, don't ever give me power. Honestly, if I had Chappelle's power, I'd start a union.
I don't know what. That's the thing in this country, man.
You know what it is?
I'm a pro-union guy, and I don't mind if they're corrupt.
Though, because comedians are fucking not sad. They're sad individuals to a degree. They reach a level of success, and then it changes their mind of like, well,
it's my turn. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have to struggle like I should have to struggle.
Exactly. It's my turn to have the power and lord it over you and step on your throat. Yeah, and you have to suffer because I suffered. It's like, could you imagine if like black folks or if women treated each other like that? Like, oh, now that I'm free, you got to be a slave. Now that I have the right to vote, you don't have it. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's like, no. But it's like the game has changed, though. You know?
Yeah.
TV doesn't matter anymore. Nothing matters except for the internet. If you're basically not famous on the internet, you don't exist.
I am desperately trying to get a cult following.
That's all you need, though.
I don't want a big one. I was saying that the other day because I was listening to old Patrice O'Neill clips from O&A, and he was talking about how, it's like, there's like 350 million people in the country.
You just need
350 million. He said 1 person a room. He's like, if I do enough rooms and I get 1 person to fuck with me, if I get 1%, 1 out of 300, eventually I'll get 1 million people who'll spend $10 a year on me, and my life is made. And I don't even need 1 million.
And it just keeps growing.
200,000 people. If you want to spend $20 a year,
once you can get to basically selling half a room out, most comedy clubs will fuck with you because
they don't give a shit if it's funny or not. They want to put ass in. They don't care if you're up there playing the ukulele.
That's why like these TikTok songs, it's all coal mining.
Yeah.
It will strip coal mining.
Strip coal mining.
That's what it is. Because what happens is you guys, all they're doing is on TikTok, right? They're not actually accomplished performers.
Yeah.
They just do this specific niche task. Then they sell a comedy club out. The comedy club audience comes and goes, okay.
Yeah, one and done.
Yeah. And the thing is, cool, there's going to be another jack off right behind him, and it's going to be a perpetual door, revolving door.
So it doesn't really hurt the club at all. It just hurts the performer.
Yeah, it's strip mining.
Yeah,
doesn't hurt the coal mining company.
I think it
hurts the mountain.
Yeah, exactly. But a lot of these internet stars and influencers or whatever have, or not a lot, but some of them have gotten wise.
I mean, way too prematurely.
Yeah,
where it's like you've been doing this 4 years. Okay, go headline a sold out show. Do 50 minutes, do an hour, and murder that crowd.
Carry that room. Yeah,
because you better have a weak feature. Otherwise, he or she will put you in the fucking.
Yeah, because they're gonna do their hottest 20 and
they're gonna make they want to. Can they also know how to deal with a big crowd?
Yeah, exactly. Because they've been doing it a little bit longer.
You're going to go up there and meander, do crowd work, and bullshit your way through it. And the audience is hip. They won't come back.
I know. That's a smart audience.
I sound bitter.
Unless you're going for dum-dums. But, I mean, there are influencers out there who have, like, smart about it. Like, I mean, look at Trevor Wallace, the guy that was huge on the internet. But he's a real comic. I mean, the fucking guys at the clubs every night. So some of those TikTok influencers are smartened up and, like, have built an act. But a lot of them just haven't done shit.
Well, because it's hard. Trevor was actually a comedian before he did the internet thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the cart has to kind of come before the horse.
Well, you have to have something to offer. Could you imagine, like, all right, look at like Kim Kardashian, right? She's obviously a super mega celebrity, but she's got no talent discernible. So, like, if she was had to sell out 300 tickets, she could easily do it. But then she show up and all she do is, all right, look at my butt for an hour.
Yeah, just play that Ray J video a couple more times.
Yeah, she's got like no talent.
Back and to the left.
But yeah, exactly.
Back and to the left.
Like the Sabrina film.
Yeah, there we go.
But a guy like Trevor has actual talent.
Yeah, well, like I said, if you're the comedian first, which he was, I love the guy. It works that way.
Yeah.
And his videos are great. The money he invests in those videes. There's production value to that shit.
It's definitely stepped up from where he started.
Well, of course.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a fucking.
Because if you don't roll back into yourself, I mean, it's like any kind of business. If you don't,
if
you're constantly spending your profit, then you're not growing.
That's a good point. Look at you, like it's fucking goddamn Tony Robbins or.
Well, I mean, I had a side business for many years.
What was that? Selling drugs?
Yeah. And the guy who got me into the game was just basically like, I don't care if your lights are off. This money is for this. And constantly keep rolling it back into it. And I grew my business exponentially.
What were you selling, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, just plants of certain natures.
Oh, see, that's not a crime anymore. That
wasn't. I didn't.
I know. Well, you know what's funny? 2 weeks ago, I had a couple of my girlfriends on Jamie Lee Simmons and Emily Wade from the Two Girls One Blunt podcast, and we were just bullshitting around. And I forget how we got into it. We were talking about crimes we'd committed, and I gave a good fucking 5 minutes on a bunch of internet fraud that I allegedly committed in my, my preteen years.
Excuse me. Nice. Can I get cut? I'm just showing how fat I was. It's an animal. Jesus Christ.
No, but I was admitting to a crimes I'd committed, and I was like, before I released the podcast, let me go look up the statute a little bit. Yeah, I was like, all right.
7 years on me. So
no, I was going to say, it was 7 years.
About 7 years for everything. What's that magic?
No, it's not. It's not like rape's longer, murder has no statute.
Like the IRS was out. That was my brain.
Oh, they'll go with you.
The IRS after 7 years, I heard it's over.
Yeah.
They don't go back further.
They can't. No.
2 more years. You hear me, Uncle Sam?
Let that slide through.
Yeah.
But I
didn't know an amusement park. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Was this back in Florida or here?
No, I'm just kidding. Thank you for thinking that of me. It's like, that's how I took my drug money. Just invested in a fucking, that would be a Florida way.
You took all your drug profits and bought
a carnival magnate. Yeah. Tilt-a-wars, kid. Yeah, man.
I can't think of a more seedy business than a carnival.
Yes, because it's employed with carnies. Like, that's your staff.
No, but also, think about it. Like, they used to they have street festivals in New York, and they bring up the vendors, and they're all snaggletooth carnies, like you said, animals selling weird food. But then also the rides. I mean, you're going to put children on these rides that clearly haven't been inspected in 40 years. And
the thing is, they're just unfolded. Like, I don't know how.
Exactly. They bring them on a flatbed truck somehow. Like they've taken it out of a van.
Bolts don't loosen during all that jostling.
Or you could hear them when you're on there. Like crazy.
You know what though? But life is about taking yourself. Well, nowadays you don't got to go to a carnival. You just go to a bagel shop or a school, and you might get shot. America's really kind of streamlined its chance of death. It's like, oh, we're not going to have you be somewhere crazy for it to happen. You'll be at Sprouts and catch a 332 with a neck.
I know. I'm wondering. It's happening so frequently now.
Did I get you?
You got the.
It's a fucking truth. There was a shooting today in in Oklahoma.
Oh, I saw something about that.
Yeah, no shit. How
many people got chopped up?
I don't know. 5, 6. Not that many. Are they not kids? Are they adults? What color are they? What kind of? I mean, we got this country's
dude.
fucked.
It's kind of sad that if it's less than 10, I'm not interested at this point.
Oh, there's no candlelight vigil for anyone. You got to be over. It's like a tilt-a-war. You got to be over this ride to get it.
Yeah, I know, right? It keeps moving up.
God damn it.
I think. Do you ever think you'll be caught in a random shooting?
I mean, the odds are increasingly.
I know. I'm wondering where it's going to happen for me and what my reaction will be. Because
I travel enough. Maybe if I travel enough, does that spread the odds out?
No, I think.
I'm on a boat a lot. I'm on a boat a lot too.
I think the boat helps because there's definitely no firearms in the boat.
Yeah,
they're very strict about that.
It's so funny. Oh, speaking of, check out a story.
Yeah.
Dude, the security is all Filipino ex-military.
Oh, well, I heard a lot of the staff on boats are from Southeast Asia.
Because
they have no workers' rights or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Carnival treats them well. I will say that I stay on crew deck. I don't get to get in the cabin. I got to stay on crew deck, and
I will say
good. Everything's fine.
As even if their labor standards are below what the United States are, clearly it's better than what they have in the Philippines if they sign up for the job. You know what I'm saying?
They're not paying for anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You're going for a 6-month contract.
Clearly
you're
the best option.
Home.
If it wasn't a better option, they wouldn't do it.
Of course. No, yeah, but so I saw this. It was in the nightclub. This big old dude big guy, drunk, trying to flex. He was the security guys trying to get him to calm down because they don't want to hurt. They don't want anything bad to happen.
Well, yeah. What are you gonna do? They have a brig in there. What do you exactly?
The guy was just being extra.
Yeah.
The guy was trying to calm down. And this dude had maybe 4 inches and 40 pounds on the security guy and kept flexing. And the dude just just stood there and just stared him through. And the bigger guy was like, all right, I'll calm down.
Oh, he didn't even have to put up hands on him, huh?
No, I was just he just looked at him and his eyes just told that man, this is nothing.
Yeah, one guy was a killer and the other guy was a poser.
I mean, basically, you kept so what are you going to do, man? And the guy just,
So I will fucking kill you.
Yeah, and it's
end you.
Why? Because the times that I have worked out, I've seen them on the crew, the lift. Those guys are fucking deceptively strong.
Oh, I imagine. Yeah. These are actual hardworking people who do manual labor. You know what I'm saying?
I was on the boat where there was a 64-person brawl.
Whoa, 64 persons.
Yeah.
Who the fuck counted?
Well, that's in the news article. That's like.
Oh, that's the intern watched the film?
It was out of Baltimore.
Okay. Oh.
The people party.
Shout out Baltimore.
I do the Carnival Legend a lot because I can handle those crowds.
Okay.
Like, they're like, literally the booker was like, those are not easy crowds, and you've got nothing but excellent reviews. And I'm like, I think they're fun.
Okay. Well, is it like an urban crowd?
50,
or is it just
50,
animals?
60-40.
It's just everyone who's exactly.
They're drinking
a lot of longshoremen and off-duty cops,
working class folk.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I just tend to be their hero.
I love them.
Yeah, no, but so I'm laying in bed. It's like 2 a.m, and I'm below the nightclub.
Yeah,
and it just sounds like fucking stomp the yard. It's just I'm hearing nothing but foots, and I'm like, what the hell? Then 5 minutes later,
it's even louder than the music.
Oh yeah, I could not hear. They cut the music off. And then you really heard the stomping. And then I just hear all call security, Liquid Lounge, all call security.
So you got out of bed because he was up?
Yeah, I put my riot gear on. So the next morning, I'm with the other comedian. He's in the next cabin next to me. So I was like, did you hear the last one? He goes, yeah, of course I heard it. I go, what the hell happened? So normally the border patrol people, agents, they come on first, right? Then we go off and we leave.
Yeah.
Baltimore PD came on and took people off.
And just arrested a whole gang of them?
Yeah, I saw 4 guys that came off. I was like, one dude looked like he caught a 3-piece of a biscuit. Like,
all lumped up.
I called his nose a compass because it was going north-south.
Oh,
Bro,
no.
he got hit hard. You could just tell. So it turns out, and this is on the internet, so I'm not talking tales out of school. It was about a threesome that went awry. I guess someone got jealous. And then, nightclub fight.
So a threesome turned into a 64-person brawl? Because they all wanted a piece? Was there a train lined up?
No, it's like ballroom blitz. You know what I mean? One guy gets knocked into one guy. Fuck you, man. And that guy.
Okay, yeah.
And then it's a honky tonk fight.
Yeah, it's like Roadhouse.
Yeah.
One guy throws a beer and then everyone just starts punching the guy next to him, even if it's their friend. That's my uncle. Fuck him. Yeah, bang.
It's Friday.
I had a few belts. Let me get in there.
Me and the other guy, and he's been doing it a lot longer than me. I was like, is that normal? He's like, I've never seen that.
3-way.
Oh, not the 3-way, just the fight. Like,
I was like, was he watching?
Oh, yeah. Should have counted as a 4-way. I did get some fluid in.
I left some on the floor. Let the cops know I was here.
Ah, man. It's funny because I do have a girlfriend, so I don't bother. But there has been times.
How long's that been going on?
For a good while.
No shit.
Yeah, she's great. I mentioned her before. You just don't listen to me.
That's Chris. You're not wrong, but also I drink.
Yeah, no.
And when I see you, I'm drinking. I
get it.
This is the most sober I've ever been when I've seen you. Because I just had my first drink.
I smoked on the way here.
Oh, I got high this morning.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't count weed. I don't count.
Well, no, and also, like, if I got high this morning, it means I need to smoke now.
Yeah. Well, I got
High
weed in the car.
doesn't last.
We'll get high in 20 minutes.
There we go. But no, dude, I mean, but seriously, like, the best part about it, man, is I don't have to work places I don't want to work.
Yeah.
That's done a lot for me mentally, where I'm like, oh, I don't want to go here, but I got to make money.
But I also think the best part of it is that if you're like have a steady rotation through the cruise ships, you can rely on that.
Yeah, no,
it's like, all right, I can budget. Like, assume I only get cruise ship gigs. This is my budget, and then everything else can be like, all right, here's my extras to put them away to do this.
I'm booked in April of next year.
That's great.
Yeah, no, it happened. Literally, I thought.
So you're saying I got to get a clean half hour? Well, I got about 2 minutes. And it's mostly internal thoughts.
I mean, it's the funny thing is you'll have kids in your clean show, like right in front row, which can be.
Do they get like the jokes?
Sometimes they've laughed at stuff. I'm like, you're laughing because we're laughing.
Because we're laughing. Yeah, the adults are laughing.
But like, I sometimes talk to him and engage with him.
Okay.
Like, I had one. He was a chubbier fellow kid. I walk on stage and he's
husky. I'm bringing back husky.
Yeah, he's husky. Well, it starts husky. That's how it started.
Why did husky go away? I like husky.
Because husky turns into fat.
Well, with all the fat shaming, you think husky would come back.
It starts with little Debbie, then it's now you're a fat Deborah. But yeah, so I get up there and he's eating candy. There's a candy shop on board. He's eating candy, and I kind of just went, hey, bud, if you're curious to see what the future looks like, look at me and then keep eating that candy. And like the crowd, it was my first joke, and I admit that I should not have let off with an attack in the child.
You start roasting a fucking 9-year-old?
I want to be his friend.
Okay.
And go, hey, man, I wish someone would have told me, Fatty, put it down.
Yeah.
My mom fed us like we didn't care. So, and then the rest of my set, he's like doing this, same thing as me, and it's catching my eye.
All that sugar, dude.
And then he starts tapping his fingernails. You gotta call that out. Stop it. Then he's tapping his belt, his drawstrings.
How old is this kid?
10.
Okay.
And he's annoying me. He's
Distracting,
By the third thing, he's distracting the first 2 rows.
Everybody hears it.
And I get off stage and I go, maybe I peppered that kid too hard. I felt like.
Oh, you think he got like a little antsy about it?
Well, I thought maybe I went overboard when I said because he was annoying me and I wasn't being an adult.
Yeah.
So I'm thanking people as they're coming out, and this old man walks up with a Jesus shirt on. Literally, Jesus Christ.
Sounds about right.
And I'm thinking, he wants to talk to me. And I'm thinking, okay, this is where I'm going to be told that I went too far because he was right behind that boy.
Oh, so you think they're related?
And he comes in and goes, I'm so glad you said what you said to him. I was a second away from snatching his ass up myself. And I was like, no, that's fine. That was a immediate approach.
Just like Jesus would have wanted.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, because he started running the show. And that old man wasn't having any of it. Yeah, that's the only problem. But you just work around. The thing is, though, it's like every comedy show. You're going to have something somewhere. I get to go to the Bahamas. I get to go to nice places. I get to see glaciers. You can't see that doing other stuff. And it's consistent money. And it's not the end. It's not the end of my career. It's just this is a new opportunity.
Yeah, that's a weird thing that I feel like that's like a vestige of the '80s. People shitting on cruise ships. It's one of those things that it's like, oh, you can't hang out at the club, so you go to cruise ships. No, they're paying, dude.
The club stopped.
There was not enough club work to afford my rent.
I'm sick of a club going, okay, we give you $1,000, which to a comic listening and go, well, that's a lot. After your flight, after your meals, after your maybe
3 days gone, whatever. Yeah.
And Lyft, you're walking away with $450. If you didn't have any good merch sales, let's say you have good merch sales, maybe you're back up to $800. Yeah. Maybe comics do better with merch than I do, or I can go on a cruise for guaranteed 4, 5, 6 days, make 3 or 4 times that.
Yeah. Not spend a nickel.
And
take it all home.
Take it all home. And I get the miles on my flights.
Do you get to, since it's international waters, do you get to not pay tax on that?
No, I have to. I just kicked that can to October.
Okay, yeah, I'm about to do the same. I gave that advice in the podcast too. If you pay your taxes on time, you're giving a loan to the government. Extend to the last possible minute.
Yeah, it's free.
They don't charge you anything.
They just go to the IRS website. I did it last night.
Yeah.
It takes you 20 minutes. It's actually very easy.
Yeah.
I was like, are you expecting to pay? I was like, I don't think so. Yeah. I could be wrong.
We'll find out later now, won't we?
They're not going to penalize you.
No, well, that's the thing. They give you this false deadline, and then the real deadline's 8 months later or 5 months later.
October.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, all right, cool. I'm doing some nice January, July work, and I'll just put all that away for the government.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you pay, if you actually pay, since we're independent contractors, we theoretically should pay quarterly estimates. But even if you don't pay until the end of the year, they don't penalize you.
Yeah.
Because I just didn't have an estimate. I thought I was going to make 0 because I don't know what my bookings are.
Yeah.
Turns out I got booked, so here's the money.
Oh yeah.
Right, and instead of paying by April 20th, you could pay by October 20th. They give you a 10-month loan on your own money. It's like, I'm not going to. Why would I pay you early?
You can flip that in some way. You can make your money back. But yeah, no, that was my problem. Was last year I was like, oh, I got to put money away for this.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting, I got my W-2 from Carnival. I was like, I made that money.
That happened last year too. Last year I finally made a good amount, not a good amount, but
a good amount untaxed.
An amount that I would have to pay taxes on comedy. I had some writing work. I had a corporate, and I was like, all right, they're gonna come looking for this. It wasn't $200 at a Mark Saratella show. It was, you know what I'm saying? It was.
Why are you giving his name press? Why are you bringing him up on anything?
I like Mark Saratella. He's a real.
I have no issue with him. I'm just teasing.
He's a character. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's always something with Mark, which I love.
Yeah, he's never boring.
Yeah, exactly. I like entertainment. I put big stock on that. Yeah. Dude, speaking of kids, before we get into the news, I just read this coming in. You hear the Dalai Lama tried to make out with a boy?
Yeah. Suck my tongue.
How fucking creepy is that?
I guess he's about to go.
Can you cancel the Dalai Lama? Because he's the Dalai Lama's like,
I'll unenlighten all of you.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll take away all of your enlightenment.
Unenlightened.
I'll take the enlightenment and go home.
Yeah.
Take my ball and go home. No, but so they picked the Dalai Lama as a child. A cadre of some other Buddhist monks say this is, after the Dalai Lama dies, they just have a bunch of 8-year-olds in the room and say, this is the one that the Dalai Lama's spirit jumped into. And they make him the new Dalai Lama.
How do they check? Is it through the butthole?
That's what I'm saying. So it's already weird they're picking kids and taking them away from their family.
Turn around. Let me see the Dalai Lama.
Yeah, but
spread the Dalai Lama.
Exactly. Spread the Dalai Lama. Let me see your enlightenment. Spread them. Let me see your enlightenment. No, but that's how. But that it already starts out with a weird form of child kidnapping. But somehow Buddhism got removed from all these other religions as being preposterous. It's like, oh, you're like, I feel like a Western culture looks at Eastern philosophy like, oh, this is the new hot thing. You know, I'm getting in touch with my, inner consciousness, and we all meditate, and Buddhists and
it's a
transcendental meditation.
It's a harder sell because you're like, oh, it's a white guy from Africa. You're like, this is horseshit.
Yeah.
Like, I could smell this out pretty quick. This is just white supremacy wrapped in a nice bow. Yeah, I get that.
But somehow Buddhism skipped it. But now the Dalai Lama asked a fucking 9-year-old to suck on his tongue. I think.
Dolly, what are you doing, baby?
I know, you had it so good, Dolly.
Bro, you're maybe 5 years away from walking off this earth. A legend.
No. He did it in full view of other people, apparently.
I was wrong to ask that boy to
suck his tongue. What a fucking creep.
There is no way to walk that back.
They were like, oh, he likes to joke. I mean, that's a very, spit in my mouth is a very specific joke.
Yeah. Oh, no, I mean, I was on stage and I just said, fist my ass.
Hey, man, that's half my act.
Yeah. Jesus, bud. Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. What
What
is it about religion you think that draws in sexually perverse people?
They're predators.
Is that it?
It's because it's like with entertainment, you have people that are vulnerable. What's the difference between eternal salvation, the specter of it, when your life's shit, and your dreams getting cashed in Hollywood?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a conflict.
You're playing on those same tropes in their mind, like, if I believe in this guy who thinks he's talking through the Son of God or whatever, then I will get a ticket to heaven. Oh, if I just hang out with this producer, he's my ticket to, 2 co-stars and herpes.
Yeah. to a future appearance on Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah.
No, but that's like...
Hold on, put my face on. All right, I'm ready.
But I think you're right, though. I think it's like the confluence of like desperate people and narcissistic people. So the predator has like a severe amount of narcissism and likes that predation feeling. And religion and Hollywood, like they draw in desperate people. So you have like the perfect, perfect couple, the perfect codependent relationship.
Like, say what you want about David Koresh, but the guy had a good hook. You know what I mean? Because that dude was just fucking everybody.
I mean, I've said it 1,000 times in this podcast. Every organized religion eventually ends up in give me all of your money and your women. Every time.
It's a con.
It's the best con ever.
Yeah.
They promise you something after you die. Dude, nothing, could you imagine?
Pay you tomorrow for a cheeseburger today.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll pay you next Tuesday, is what religion is.
I worship
organized religion.
The God of Wimpy. Wimpley or Wimpy?
What's Wembley?
No, that's not. I'll gladly pay you next Tuesday for a cheeseburger today.
Oh, Wembley.
Wembley.
Yeah.
I just want cheeseburger.
I just feel like it's one of those things that I'm always stunned that people get continually tricked by it. Because no one's ever delivered. None of the religions have any proof that anything has been delivered.
What did P.D. Barnum say?
What did he say?
Sucker born every minute.
I know. Oh my God.
And it's because, also, I think it's the same reason why people still are behind, let's just say Trump. Just pick that for an example. They double down on it.
Yeah, they don't want to be wrong.
It's all generationally doubled down.
Yeah.
So grandma doesn't want to say, listen, I've lived my whole life. I've seen no real evidence of this God I've worshipped, but you kids better behave or you're going to hell.
Yeah, because I wasted my whole life on it already.
And it's a power move on children.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a free...
It's a boogeyman. It's a free boogeyman.
It's a free babysitter. It's like, hey, you better behave or Santa Claus Jesus is watching.
Yeah.
It's basically a free babysitter.
Yeah, insert your made-up character and scare the kids with their own fear, with their own guilt.
Exactly. Yeah. I think that's one of the reasons why I don't have a bigger following, Chris. I think my general vibe is apathetic and
I don't want the power.
And questioning other fucking.
Done. He just cuts us off.
No.
Hey guys, Harlan Crow just called. He said we're shutting it down. Did you get that? Did you get that reference? Sounds like I just tweeted. It sounds like a villain in a Steinbeck novel.
It does.
Excuse me, Mr. Farmer. My name's Harlan Crow. I own these property. Your crops have not seemed to come in this year. Tell me one question. We can work this out amicably. Has your daughter had her first bleed?
Oh my God.
Oh, Mr. Crow. What do you mean? Well, things can be arranged. Amber, why'd you get Mr. Crow's truck? Sorry, that's why I assume that guy is.
Pretty good.
Anybody that has Nazi memorabilia, his name's Harlan Crow.
I know.
Like 2 separate Southern words put together. I mean, he's more Southern than Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, no shit.
Harlan Crow.
Yeah, because he would never sell merchandise to black people. Guy like that.
Feed them.
Feed them.
What's next? Votes? I'm doing a character. I'm doing a character. I'm doing a character. Everyone should have the right to vote.
No, but I really do think that. I think that because my general vibe is apathetic and questioning. It's like people don't like that. Like they want certainty. They want that cult leader. Like I alone have the answer.
They want to be reaffirmed.
My whole thing is I have no fucking answers, only questions.
Sorry.
You know what I'm saying? But the cult leader's always like, I have the answer, and I'm like, that guy's full of shit.
You're quoting the Dalai Lama. You better start quoting "suck my tongue." I kind of want to get that on a T-shirt quick.
Yeah. Oh wow. We should. I mean, immediately after this, we're signing up.
Suckmytongue.com.
No, just
that's already
no,
sold.
just those those Andy Warhol style pictures like they used to do Barack Obama of the Dalai Lama, just at the bottom, suck my tongue. I wonder how many of those will sell.
Or you just got to think of the mail from him. No enlightenment for you.
No enlightenment for you. Were you raised religious?
Yeah, Southern Baptist and my mom.
Did you guys go?
My mom drug us.
Oh, okay.
Like dragged, not
drugged. She didn't drug us. She didn't do.
She let religion do that.
Yeah, she didn't hit you with a Bill Cosby before mass.
No, she wants you awake for it because your head's soft when you're young. So that's why the religion just gets pushed. That
is that what it is? They physically jam it in there.
Well, it's better than the other end.
Oh my! Well, yeah, that's my faith.
Yeah,
that's where they give you the Holy Spirit right up your ass.
I would. If my son came to me and said, "Yeah, the priest did that to me," I'm like, "Oh, cool. I'm gonna go burn down where he lives." He lives at the church. I'm gonna burn down that church.
That's one of the things. Not to keep fucking trashing religion, but I'll trash my own Catholicism. How do
they did it? We didn't.
I know, but how do I walked away from the church once I read the fucking Spotlight stories. Like I can't do this. I'm not going. I can't support an organization that systematically rapes and covers up the sexual abuse.
Cycles around like a bad six man.
But somehow there's still millions of people showing up every
faith, man. It's because they feel like
but I mean
because they go, well, that guy's just an employee of God. He's not. It's like no, he stands
the whole organization though. Like you can still believe in God and not think the Catholic Church is corrupt.
I agree with you.
Like these are not mutually exclusive things. The Pope is not God. He's a man.
Oh, cool hat.
I mean, the Pope's hat. No one can touch the Pope's hat game.
The Pope. No one can touch him. I was like, well, yeah, he's the Pope.
Yeah.
He's walking and go, boop.
Exactly. But no one can touch the Pope's hat game. There are pimps in Detroit who are jealous of the robe
Julio Taylor
and the hat game of the Pope. I'm telling you, dude. It's ridiculous.
Ain't nobody have a bigger Pope. Nobody's bigger pimp than the Pope.
Yeah, exactly. He gets 10% of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tithe all you bitches.
All you hoes get a piece.
Neil. That's right. Good bitch. That's right.
The Pope wears a hat on.
I watch a lot of pimp things. I've read Fillmore Slim.
Oh, you mean Iceberg Slim?
Iceberg Slim. Excuse me. Yeah. Oh no. Then Fillmore Slim, I think was.
I want to move in a little bit here.
Oh, sorry.
I just saw you slide back.
Slide a frame. There we go.
See, I'm thinking about cutting clips because we're talking some fun stuff now. We're trashing religion, and that always gets me more followers.
Have you ever seen the Hughes brothers?
Pimps Up, Hose Down?
No,
HBO?
That was on HBO. Fuck, I had it on DVD. American Pimp. I think it was called. With the Hughes brothers.
I've not, but I've heard of it.
It's like a 2-hour documentary. Best line I've heard. My name is Rosebud with 2 D's. So I give you a double dose of that pimping. Like the shit those guys said. Silver tongue.
No, but tell me, but pimps are like religious leaders, like cult leaders. They
prey on weak-minded people.
I've been trying to figure this out for like 2 years on my podcast, Chris. I'm trying to figure out what it is cult leaders are doing so I can duplicate it. And I think I've come to the conclusion that it's not what they're saying or what they're doing. Because I mean, you look at Donald, and I consider him a cult leader. You look at because nothing he does will get his supporters to fucking bat an eye at him.
No, I know.
I don't think it's what he's saying or doing. I think it's his ability to choose people that'll hear the message. That's the thing. Like I think what makes a good cult leader is they can find the prey that will take the bait. And I just am not good at that. I can't.
Well, it's like performing. You just let's say 200 people come to a performance. You sift and sift and sift and sift. You get 4 suckers that are down behind you.
Yeah.
Well, if you do that enough, it's like Patrice, like you said.
Yeah.
I can build an army one man at a time.
Yeah, but they're able to do it on such a fast and grand scale that I think they're able to, like, their sifter is just better than mine.
Well, I mean, you know what?
They just know how to, like, this group of people.
Social media,
the religious, they're dumb. They'll follow me.
If I had more social media,
no parents, they'll follow me. Like, they're just
true. Yeah, you can. I guess you can find, but like, I wish there's Instagram 15 years ago when I was touring, when I was on the road starting out. I would have been able to just, by now I would have had just, thousands and thousands and thousands of shows. But now, you're able to do it, and it's like, well, cool, I'm getting 4 or 5 a show maybe, but it's like, if there was 8, 9 years.
When the exposure was,
there was only TV.
Yeah.
It could have been a difference maker. I mean, look at like guys like Dane Cook. They got big off MySpace.
Yeah. I mean, that's crazy that he got so big off MySpace and it imploded so quickly. It was one of the first, I mean, like, so did Vine. I think TikTok's gonna be gone soon. I hope so, dude. That's the thing about TikTok is, I mean, it's twofold. One, I've been on. I started one for the podcast page just because I was like, all right, I don't like it myself, but let me get it out there for the podcast. I don't see the attraction. Like, I could see, my roommate's addicted to it, and my niece, and so I could see how it's addictive. But they're just so bad at sending me videos. I'm like, this sucks. I don't like any of this. So it doesn't, like, whatever the mechanism is, doesn't really work on me. Instagram's got my nuts in a vice. I mean, I'm on that constantly. But
I send more reels.
Yeah,
my sister and I probably send each other 15 reels a day.
But also people are like, oh, well, you're gonna take it away. It's such a big, freedom of speech, is a big channel. It's like, it didn't exist 3 years ago. The whole world was fine 4 years ago before TikTok. Yeah. Like, if it doesn't exist in the United States, we'll go back to just having reels. Like, and there'll be a new TikTok-like one that an American company will start.
Exactly. Yeah, business. Someone's gonna take the skeleton. Or if Zuckerberg will buy it.
And that's the thing. Even TikTok's not original. TikTok is just fine. I mean, it's like,
another version. No, absolutely.
There's nothing new has been created in social media since Facebook. I mean, like, they're all just ripoffs of the same.
It's just interactive. That's all it is. It's videos and people. That's all. It's never going to change.
I know. Are you big on TikTok?
No.
What's your go-to?
I don't go on it really.
I don't say, but which one do you use? Like,
Instagram Reels. That's mine.
Okay.
Or YouTube Shorts too. Those are.
That's what I've been pushing. The
only thing that sucks is you make one video for Instagram. Like, I make another video, like, different dimensions for.
Yeah. Well, no, for Reels and Shorts are all the same. But if the video's too long, you have to flip it around. Also, the bullshit.
Or size it. You gotta because it only holds this much of the screen. It's a fucking.
You tell me about it, dude. All of a sudden, I got into comedy to become an audio-visual guy.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. I mean, like, you have to hire almost a social media company.
Oh man, yeah. I mean,
otherwise, you don't exist.
It's a pain in the. Well, and the weird thing is too, like, I don't know how the algorithms work per se. Like, something will do well on Instagram and not on TikTok. I'm like, what the fuck? But then also, like, some things, like, I'll see other comedians put stuff up that, I mean, not to say it's not good, but I'm like, there's nothing special about that. But it'll have, like, all these views. I'm like, what? Like, something about the style of way they're cutting shit together. I don't know, Armin, maybe you know, but I have no fucking idea, like, how to please the algorithm to promote my shit.
What I try to do is, I mean, if I see a video that I like, I'll reach out to the person and go, hey, what do you use? And sometimes they go, oh, I spent $5,000 on editing software. Yeah. I'm like, well, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But I do pay for the like the pro version of, like, mixed captions.
Yeah, I do. I have all that.
And, like, in InShot. So it's like, I can take a video. I got to buy more clothes. That's what I've realized.
Oh, dude, I on purpose wear the same thing on stage every night. It's just black and a black jeans, gray t-shirt, blue t-shirt, black jeans.
I mean, so
everyone thinks it's all the same show. I'm like, no, I have this blue t-shirt 3 times. Literally the same blue t-shirt. Yeah, like, so I just it's kind of the George Carlin method. Like, I'm not thinking about it.
No, nor am I. But it's like videos. I'm like, fuck, man.
Yeah, you do look like
because at least your backdrop can change.
That's true.
My backdrop is a lot of Carnival, so it's like
just red curtain
or Punchline. It's just Punchline. So it's like. They either think I'm doing one show that I did.
It's every clip from your hour. Like,
I mean, really, it's what it is, though. Unless you have crowd work, that's what's gonna. And you're basically just.
How do you feel about all the crowd work shit comics are putting up there? And since when did the crowd like crowd work? Like,
what it's doing is making people come to shows thinking they should. That's what they should expect.
But it's weird because I've talked to customers, and you hear it a lot at clubs. Like, oh, put me in the back. I don't want to get picked on. Like, the comic's gonna talk to them unless they talk to the comic. Like, it's a weird thing. Like,
I got jokes. Shut up and laugh.
Yeah, comedy's the only live event where people will ask not to be in the front row.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like no, I don't want the comic to pick on me.
I want Springsteen
like, do you think I want
to
talk to you animal?
I don't want Springsteen to look at me. I want to hear Born to Run from the furthest part of this building. Can you give me the roof? I'll just hang out my car.
Yeah, I'll be in the parking lot. Just give me
you got a Wi-Fi thing I can just
plug into it.
Pussies. It's born to run.
Speaking of podcasting, do you still have yours? You still doing the Florida one?
Yeah.
How often are you guys releasing?
When we're able.
Okay, so I don't know if you have like a regular.
No, it's between my tour schedule and Lisa's her other schedule with editing and stuff herself.
Is she the one who does all the?
Yeah.
Oh God bless her.
I know.
What a hero.
Yeah, no, I love her to death. Yeah, if you're listening, appreciate everything.
I love her everything.
Yeah, I show up, be funny. And that's why I'm never like, is there no coming out when you get to it? When you get to it.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
And it's all Florida stories.
Yeah, man, it's fun. Like, like there are times we do not, like people have sent stuff in. We're like, no. There's over the line shit that's like, we're not going to.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the Ready, Set, Blow podcast is made for over the line shit. Give me one of those over the line stories.
It's like when a kid dies or something through like an.
Oh, well, I thought it was funny, man.
No,
I didn't know it was
people will say
a school shooting you didn't hear about.
No, it's like parent leaves child in car. Like, it's like, how people send us things like, can you make something about this? And I'm like,
yeah, look what I did to my kid. It's like,
yeah, it's like, well, yeah, I get this happening in Ocala, Florida, but it's just depressing. How am I going to?
Yeah, how do I turn this into funny?
Yeah, guy hits his wife with a Christmas tree. That was one. Yeah, he beat his wife with a Christmas tree. It was just puns. The whole episode's just puns.
I'm sorry, but the idea of getting hit with a Christmas tree is pretty funny.
Well, I wonder how big.
Was it decorated or undecorated?
It has to be decorated.
That's fucked up, man.
Yeah,
I'm
not breaking these ornaments.
Those little glass balls, you can really do damage.
Seriously. Oh, that's so funny you say that because of Home Alone.
Oh my!
When he steps on those balls,
that makes that makes me cringe when I see him do that.
Which is hilarious. I don't mind Pesci getting burned.
Nope.
I don't mind catching that fucking
iron in the face. None of
shot paint cans that would
the
have
nail in the foot and stepping on the bulbs. I'm like, oh my God.
I've done the bulb. I've stepped on a bulb before, and it cut my foot. A kid, yeah.
That glass is so fine. I mean, holy shit, dude.
Luckily, it just cut me and didn't go in.
Oh my! Because I was saying you have to get that removed by a doctor to find that tiny little piece of shard.
That's where I'm from. Call the pastor.
Yeah, he'll suck on your foot. He'll make it real sexual and weird for you.
I remember I stepped on a cactus, like a beach cactus thing.
Okay.
I had a stick on my foot like about that far in, but that long. My mom goes to the neighbor. He comes over with a baseball.
A baseball?
It's genius. He throws the baseball, lobs it at me. I catch it, goes, Mickey Mantle signed that. I go, really? And by the time I got a half turned around, he pulled it out of my foot.
Oh, you're like sitting on the ground?
Because I couldn't, I wouldn't let anybody touch it.
Oh, okay.
And he comes over, Mr. Phillips.
Just fucking yanked it.
But he got me to not pay attention.
Yeah, smart.
And by going, Mickey Mantle signed that. I literally went, really? And then, he goes, got it. And went back in the house. Keep the ball.
That's great. He should have showed you a pair of tits. He'd really fucking.
I was like 10, man.
He could have done surgery on you.
I'm like, lunch?
And by tits, you mean a sandwich?
Yeah. My mother breastfed. She was 23. It was the way. It's a different time. That's my least favorite phrase when people go, oh, it's a different age. Oh, so fucking kids were cool then? Like when they dismiss Elvis and Priscilla?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's a different time. I go, oh, when in the 50s was it cool to fucking bang a teenager when you're a full adult?
But I will say, it was a different time. It doesn't make it acceptable, but it does explain how it wasn't a problem then. Just like anyone in 1820, if you weren't racist, you were an outlier.
Yeah.
So like, I don't forgive them for their
You're an
racism,
abolitionist.
but I understand how they would be racist. You know, I understand how in the 50s some guys thought it was cool to fuck a teenager.
When
but it's
woven
not.
into the fabric of your life, you don't question why the sky is blue.
Yeah.
You just go, that's their water fountain. I mean, they don't think about it any other way. And that's why change happens slow, because you got to deprogram something that's generationally built into someone's mind to think a certain way.
And
you're giving up a sense of power.
Yeah, I do. I mean, less so the power, more so. I think even if it's just like logistically, like let's say someone wants to change their pronouns, right? Which I think I don't even like pronouns, but whatever. But like using them, just call them by their name. But the idea that like, oh, I changed my pronouns. Now, if you make a mistake and call me by my old pronouns, you're a bigot. It's like, wait a minute, you just said that. Like, if you change your name to Ryan and I called you Chris by accident, like, oh shit, sorry.
I've got 40,000 times. Yeah, it's all.
I gotta work the new thing in.
Yeah,
they give you no time to work anything in.
Algorithm, and you're still getting the same search.
Yeah.
Give me a day.
Yeah, if you change your phone number, you're gonna put your old phone number in by accident a few times. Like,
man.
It's one of those. Like, think about every year on January 1st, people write the last year's, 2022 instead of 2023.
If you consistently do it, then you're just an idiot or an asshole.
If a month later you keep doing it, then you're like, all right, what, are you mentally handicapped or are you just being an asshole? Like, like either you have a learning problem or you're a jerk.
What do you want, idiot or an asshole? Which one?
No, but I do believe that. Like, you can't just fucking dismiss someone because they didn't get it right the first time.
No, and people can be hypersensitive, and I mean, I think I try not to dismiss it, but my way of understanding it is just their road's been tougher. They're more just touchy about it, and the thing is, you react before you diagnose. Yeah. So if someone does it, you react, and if that's a sensitive issue, you're going to react in an aggressive manner. But then a second later, you go, oh, this person's my friend. They made a mistake. I overreacted.
Yeah, but I don't like when they don't give you the goodwill. You know what I'm saying? Like if I make a mistake, oh shit, sorry, and they don't give you
they're an asshole.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have the same good. Like
that comes
my effort to meet you at your position.
Yeah.
Should come in the other direction.
But I won't hold that against others. Because sometimes that animosity builds, and you go, well, then they're all like that, and it's like, no, this person just has an issue, and it's clear. And I'm not going to bring it to another person of that same.
No, I know I don't. But I bring it to that person. I tell them, I was like, hey, I'm sorry, it wasn't my intention to hurt your feelings. I just made a mistake.
Yeah, what the fuck's your problem?
And if they have a problem with me saying, hey, was it? Because intent, people say. Well,
eventually it's like, people
say nowadays intent doesn't matter. I think intent is the only thing that matters.
No, that's one thing that matters, because words are irrelevant. It's how you meant it. And if it's an accident, it's an accident. But dick or pussy, no matter what you got, you're an asshole. Not you. I'm just saying, like, if you can't let shit go, I'm a friend or a colleague or something, and all of a sudden, like,
an honest mistake is an honest mistake.
Yeah, I didn't walk up to you and call you, he, and address you. I'm not gonna be mean and say other words. But
I'll say them. No.
But no, it's just simple. It's like, hey, I made a mistake. Let me go. If you're my friend.
Well, your friend should give you the most leeway with that.
You get 20 mulligans with friends.
Yeah, any asshole who doesn't have that kind of charitability with their friends, you need to work on yourself.
Yeah. If you got a problem, we can always just walk outside and talk about it.
a couple you said a 2-piece combo.
Yeah, you want a side? At certain points, like I can only be so sweet, so accommodating, so respectful. And if we reach that line and I don't think I'm going to get it back, then I don't care what you are.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're going to have an issue. That's
the thing I always say. I agree with you. It's like, I don't care what your sexuality, nationality, ethnicity is. There are assholes everywhere.
Just don't be one.
Exactly.
Your road's tough. My road's tough. Just because you're carrying a burden doesn't mean I'm not.
Yeah.
So just assume everyone's having a bad day and act accordingly.
That's a great. Yeah. Assume everyone's having a bad day and they're
just fucking act accordingly. Maybe I'm not saying smile, or just maybe you can be the ray of sunshine.
Yeah.
Maybe just
a little generosity of heart never went awry.
Slide back over here, Jay.
You like that?
Yeah, that's pretty good. If that's yours.
All right. Let me undo all that and get into the news.
It's a cute little table piece here.
You want to buy that?
No. I'm shit in my house as it is.
Oh, this is a good story. Sorry, the link didn't work.
Taiwan.
Taiwan. We're not gonna get into that. Who gives a shit about Taiwan? Well, the Taiwanese.
Yeah. Guys, they circled the island.
Is there a reason my fucking phone isn't working? Hang on. Yep. Thanks, bud.
Quick news.
It's all right. We always go through it quick. Wait a minute. I'm getting no service here.
I got one bar with 5G.
I'm on SOS. Are we in trouble?
Oh, they wouldn't tell us.
Has the apocalypse started?
No.
Are we fucked here?
No, I got service.
Oh, are we going to die here?
What's the article you're looking for?
No, don't worry. I got a bunch. Here, we'll start with this. Indonesian man had to undergo emergency surgery after breaking his penis performing, quote, the world's most dangerous sex position. Before I get into the article, what do you think is the most dangerous sex position?
Aren't all of them?
Sex is about straight it depends if you have a heart condition.
Yeah, no. The hardest your heart works is when it orgasms.
No shit.
Yeah. Nurses have told me that. I don't know what they're trying to say, but they told me that. They're like, just be careful. Right?
Well, at least they know you're having a lot of sex.
Yeah. They really, I don't know who they're getting their info from.
Self-reported.
Yeah. My numbers are inflated. DA is going to get me for that.
So what do you think is the most dangerous sex position in terms of harming your penis?
I would assume trying to Superman in reverse.
Superman in reverse.
So
like a pile driver type situation?
Like your head's facing away from her and you're fucking per. And just like, I don't know, I'm just guessing an angle. I don't know. What is it?
Well, let's see. It says an Indonesian man had to undergo emergency surgery after fracturing his penis while performing a notoriously risky sex position, which left him with an eggplant phallus. Dude,
Wait, first off, how do you fracture something that has no bones?
Well, that's the thing. I guess some sort of cartilage, soft tissue damage. It says a study detailing the breaking news was published in the journal Urology. The freak accident occurred when the unnamed 37-year-old male reportedly was having intercourse in the reverse cowgirl position, which is the most dangerous, in which the woman is on top facing away from her partner.
Oh, she came out and slammed on him. I heard that on Dr. Drew one time.
Yep.
The guy goes, literally, it's like, what happened? Girl broke my dick. Like that was his like intro to the conversation.
I think it's soft tissue damage. There's obviously no bone in there. If you had a bone in your dick, you're the luckiest guy on earth.
It's constricted as a blood flow, and then you bend it a certain way,
and you pop some blood. Yeah, it's like a bruise, basically.
I mean, I had something not like that, but I think I tore or strained my urethra one time. I was delivering weed.
You busted a nut so hard?
No, bro, I crimped the hose during piss, and I'd held the piss for like an hour.
Oh, that can't be good.
No, it was bad.
Yeah.
I was outside of, I guess I could say this, George Wynn's house delivering weed to his kids.
Who's George Wynn?
George Wynn from Cheers.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was not happy. Not with the piss. His kids were using his credit card like willy-nilly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, who the fuck calls him? Like, because we have, it's like a weed company, so it wasn't it wasn't like Bilbo's Weed Company. It was like whatever the generic name for like, my kids have spent $500 at American blah company. I'm like, sir, we're a weed delivery. He's like, oh. Well, my kids can't use my card.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't take, you can't use my credit card anymore. I don't give permission.
And I leave. I've been holding the piss. It was my last delivery. And then I left. I'm like, I can't. Oh, fuck. And I was like, it's in Burbank, in a nice neighborhood in Burbank. So there's no bathrooms anywhere. So I just leaned against my car. I was like, I'll just piss alongside my car. And then for some reason, as soon as my dick touched air, 10 cars had to come down the street.
Oh, no.
Down the street.
You like pinch it off hard?
3 different times.
Ouch.
And I got home and there was issues.
Like blood? What are you talking about here?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I had to call I called, James Frey?
Yeah, of course.
He's an EMT.
Guy.
I was like, hey, man.
He's an EMT?
He's like,
shit.
He goes, I think it's just trauma. But I had like bloody urine for like 3 days. And then eventually
that would make me so nervous, dude.
I pissed a clot out.
Oh my God, like past a stone?
Well, I mean, like the clot, like basically whatever
jammed up in there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'd be so panicked about that, dude.
For 3 days, like you can't do anything
Pissed
else.
and blood, you're like worried about that.
Yeah, so that means
am I gonna lose my dick?
You can't do anything else.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no beating off. Are you kidding? I'm worried about keeping my package.
Yeah. Let's see if it works this way.
Reverse cowgirl. That makes sense though, because I mean, it shows you.
Also, as an Indonesian man, you're being a bit optimistic.
Yeah, isn't it an improvement if you have an eggplant dick in Indonesia?
I'm not saying. Oh no, that came because of the fucking blood. That's a bruise, baby.
Oh, I was hoping it was the size of an eggplant.
I'm just saying, from the pornography that I have witnessed, men of a specific area of that region of the world aren't exactly packing heavy.
Oh no, we talked about that on the podcast.
Throwing, like if she's slamming and coming up and down on it,
you're
gonna fall out.
There's gonna be a misfire there,
or you're gonna fall out almost every time, or she's not gonna get, enough distance up to come down and cause injury.
Yeah, any movement of her knees causes her to fall out.
Well, I mean, if she's able to just bounce on 4 inches, 5 inches, she's not gonna come all the way up. Like,
yeah,
that's
man. Can you imagine a full body squat down on it?
Yeah,
ouch.
He's packing, and he's the luckiest man in Indonesia.
Yeah, it's not a bad story for him.
No, if he'd have pulled this off, it would have been unnamed. He'd have got top billing.
If he'd actually gone through with it.
Yeah, man. They're cool people. I love working with the Filipinos and stuff, and the Indonesians on the boat.
I feel like the Filipinos are the Puerto Ricans of Asia.
I don't know what that means.
I feel like they're like
I have no answer to that statement.
They're like the brown people of Asia.
Oh, I mean,
I feel like the Chinese and the Japanese look down on the Filipinos.
I wonder why does anybody look down on anybody?
That's a good point.
It's like, who are you?
I only bring this up because a Chinese friend of mine talks disparagingly about them. Well, dude, the Asian people don't have this hang up on race that we do. Like people from Asia.
That's weird.
No, I mean, dude, think about it. There's no diversity hires in China. They're all Chinese. They don't give it. They don't need more white people over here. We need more black people in the office. They don't give a. This is it's a very Western culture thing. Yeah, they don't care, dude. They're enslaving Uyghurs over there. They don't give a shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like we're the only Western society cares about marginalized communities. Other societies could give a fuck. You know, I mean, I
don't know why.
Well, sometimes it's religion. A lot of times religion. I mean, all over the Middle East, they just thrown.
There's no real religion in China, right?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think communism is their religion. I don't know. I don't plan on going over there. It looks too crowded. I have no interest.
It might be thinned out.
You know, I left New York to get some more space.
They want to fuck around and find out.
Exactly. Oh, you'll love this.
You want to see what our gross domestic product looks like every year on a cruise ship?
Here, this is close to your home. Louisiana water plant employee arrested after being caught peeing in the water supply. An employee at the Donaldsville...
It said it had a filter. What? I mean, what's if the toilet is going to end up there? I think I'm really splitting hairs here. What do you mean I'm fired?
Yeah, I wonder if there's
I worked for this company 6 weeks. What the hell you mean?
Is this like a terrorist act? Because if you pee in the water supply, you're like poisoning thousands of people.
Where in the water supply? Is it before the filter or after the
let's
filter?
find out. It says an employee at the Donaldsville water plant in Ascension Parish, Louisiana, was fired after he was caught on video surveillance urinating in the water supply. Parish officials said authorities learned about the incident on Wednesday and terminated him about 2:45, 15 minutes after the incident. The parish also reported the legal
What took 15 minutes to figure out?
Yeah, I guess. I
find out at 2:48. You're fired at 2:49. I'm not going to wait a whole quarter of an hour.
I'm fired before the stream ends.
Let's hear Ed out.
Yeah, before you're finished pissing, you're fired.
Yeah. You're fired before I hear your buckle class. Get the 15 minutes, you took a break?
Someone's on lunch break.
As soon as I finish this sandwich, real shit can't Ed.
Yeah, we're going to get him.
But not before I have my tuna. Beth makes a great tuna. I'm making up names.
I like when you do it.
Well, it gives perspective. It makes it a story.
All right, here's the last one. We got to get out of here.
Do we, Randy?
I mean, he's got, Armin's got shit to do.
Oh, do you?
Oh, there's just other people are coming.
Fuck their podcast.
Who?
You started rumble with him?
Seriously, who?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
No, he has his own studio.
Yeah, he's got his own fucking millionaire.
You can't afford him.
He's a millionaire. Trevor Wallace has to be a millionaire.
Yeah, you do.
Has to be.
You want to rob him?
I mean, not that you mentioned it now. not that everyone knows.
Cameras? The podcast?
We're recording.
Turn the cameras off.
All right, here we go.
Coming, Trevor.
Coming. Serial sperm donor rumored to have fathered 550 kids is being sued for increasing incest risk.
What brand of cereal? Lucky Charms.
Snap, crackle, pop. Rice Krispies. It says,
nah, man, Special K.
Special K. Yeah, that's it. Date rape donor. It says
no, it's grape nuts.
Grape.
Fuck that up.
A Dutch musician and prolific sperm donor has fathered about 550 children around the world and is being sued for allegedly increasing the risk of accidental incest.
What are you, Osiris?
Dude, this guy, 41, Jonathan Jacob Meyer, donated...
Thank God it wasn't Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Yeah, Jonathan Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt donated sperm to 13 clinics, including 11 in the Netherlands, where he was blacklisted in 2017 for fathering 102 children. Under Dutch guidelines, donors are not allowed to father more than 25 children or impregnate more than 12 women to reduce the chance of inbreeding and random incest.
But he's a sperm donor. He just comes in a cup. The cup's doing the place is doing the impregnation, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, they don't want those kids to eventually hook up and not, because they don't know who their father is, right? So if those kids meet up...
it's the company's, not his fault.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Sue the company, not the guy.
Hate the game, not the player.
But also, how come he's chosen so much? Like, do they? I know that I've talked to women who've gotten sperm donations. They have like profiles. But if the women don't mind this guy, as long as they know how many kids he's fathered, who's to say?
Seriously, man, he's an Egyptian god at this point. Isis, Osiris.
How would you want to? Would you donate to a sperm bank?
They won't let me.
Why not?
I got Pretty Woman when I walked in. There's like, no.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I've never tried.
Oh, I was like, what? They can't just shut you down by looking at you.
I'm overweight and I have a ton of bad medical history. Yes, sir. Please come right in this cup.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, your medical history matters. Like, if you have, like, obviously if you have, like, Down syndrome or something that's genetic, they're not going to let you do that. But just looking at you,
I've
it's not saying you have any genetic flaws.
No, I've never tried. I'd never thought about it. I should maybe.
I feel like it's weird if you do it multiple. I get if you do it multiple times because you're broke, but this guy.
It's like donating plasma for the fun of it. I used to donate plasma for money.
To make money, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But this guy clearly, I mean, he's been fucking 41 times, something like that. Like that's more than just broke.
Fetish.
Yeah, exactly. That's more than just broke.
Yeah, that's a fetish. Or he knows he's Do they tell them your sperm gets chosen? You get like a letter in the mail, like congrats, yours won.
I wonder if they notify the father if his sperm's been used. I don't think they would because it should be anonymous.
I think it's anonymous. So it's like, yeah.
So how the fuck did this leak?
Yeah. No pun intended.
I know, right?
The story broke just like the condom he's never used.
He's never used.
If I was Trojan, I would fucking.
Oh yeah, have that guy be the fucking new spokesperson.
Fight against me, yeah.
Yeah, and then the last thing of the week, I don't know if I'm sure you've heard, everyone's up in arms about old Bud Light signing up a trans sponsor.
Who gives a shit?
Isn't that really the biggest non-fucking story I've ever heard in my life?
Well, it's funny because it's like, it's leading to like demasculation. I was watching A League of Their Own last night.
Yeah, good movie.
Yeah, and there was a thing where it's like, when women played baseball, they said, well, they're masculizing women, and it's going to ruin our society. What the fuck? Nothing happened.
Yeah.
60 years later, we're still a bunch of assholes.
Well, the funny thing about it is, though, I didn't even know that they had signed up a sponsorship agreement with a trans person until other people started canceling it and putting it in memes on the internet. Like, so I think what Bud Light was doing was precisely what, a lot of these companies do, this viral marketing thing. They purposely gave this, trans woman or man, I don't know who it is.
To create controversy.
Yeah, so they get free headlines.
Well, because nobody wants to drink that piss water. I don't drink beer, but I wouldn't start with Bud Light. And it's not because of any kind of issue. It's just piss water. It's fucking 2/3 water.
Yeah. It tastes like the can, which is weird. Like it tastes like tin when you actually drink the shit.
I like a good old fashioned Jameson. I don't care if they put two dudes sucking in. I don't care if it's I don't care if it's a human centipede of sex. I'm gonna drink it. But God bless those boys.
Yeah, no, but that's also the thing too. Like fucking what's his name? Kid Rock, who looks also looks like a trans woman himself.
I take all my advice for that blown out.
He's like
fucking
shotgunning Bud Lights. Like, who gives a fuck?
Hey, you paid for it, by the way.
Exactly. He bought the case of beer to blow it up. Oh man, I don't know. Also, like,
it's stupid. It's fake culture war shit that doesn't really matter.
It really is. It really is. But also, I was surprised. I was like, how famous is this person? Like, they were really. I had no idea that's how you know the whole world is siloed now. Like you said, TV doesn't matter. This trans woman has apparently got 20 million followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
Or trans man. I don't even know what direction he's going. I just know
to the bar.
It's like Dylan Mulvaney or something like that. Yeah, exactly. But I knew the name. But I was like 20 million followers on TikTok. I was like, I had no fucking idea who this person was.
Yeah.
But they are super famous amongst a huge part of.
Yeah, because there's enough people because now it's global.
There's enough people around to make you famous. That's why I feel like I want to be famous. I've said it before. I want to be famous in another country, but live here. I want to be like David Hasselhoff in Germany.
I can't walk around.
I want to get Grammys in Germany, but live here. No one knows that I'm big over there.
I can't walk the streets of Stuttgart. It's mainly because of my grandpa did. Kidding.
Dude, where you at? So this is coming out not this Wednesday, but next. Where you at?
I'll be on a Carnival Legend. I'm doing a bunch of boats. I'm actually getting my brother to come with me on.
Sick.
Yeah, I'm doing the Carnival Legend. Then I have a day off in Florida, hang out, and then I got on the Carnival Freedom, and then my brother's going to come with me. So we're going to pull a brother booze cruise together.
Nice. And they can find you at Chris Cope Comedy everywhere.
Yep, everyone's Chris Cope Comedy. You can look me up. Check out my podcast.
Yes.
Sunshine State Stories. It's on Spotify and Apple. And check out this when it comes out.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Thanks for listening. We love you guys. Check you next week. I love my guy, Chris Cope. Thanks, brother.
Hug somebody.
Peace, my guy.
Yeah, baby.
See you guys. Peace.
Grab my tongue.